Yeah, as you know, we have many dogs, and they never stay that way for too long. They always tend to wake up right when you least expect it. But yeah, it looks like we won't have Vin today, so you're going to be running Vin's character.
Yep, gonna try and do my best. Ben gave me some pointers on how to do it, and if there's any major decisions that need made, I am to message Vin.
There you go. Well, I can make sure that you're tagged. And I believe that Mirth's player won't be here today. She got scheduled to work. So it might be what's it called? A short staffed session today. Now, how was your weekend? Did you do anything fun? Get up to anything?
I worked a double shift on Saturday, and then I was helping renovate the house on Sunday.
Okay. So you were pretty busy then.
Yeah,
There you go. And you work at the same pizza place that Ben works at, correct?
correct. Vin is my boss there.
Nice. And how's business there? Is it keeping up? Staying pretty busy?
It is. Sorry, I'm trying to wake up before the session starts.
No, you're good. I'm looking at all the possible things that you can do with Twitch. How you can add the D&D Beyond interactive overlay to the game. I had no idea. Which is pretty cool. All sorts of stuff. Stuff I'll have to play around with outside of the game. As I definitely don't have the ability to build that in-game. Torvak, how you doing?
What's up, man? I'm doing all right.
There you go. We were just kind of shooting the shit here as we're getting everything started. It looks like Vin won't be here. Eclipse and I were just talking about that. Eclipse is going to run Vin's character.
Okay.
And Mirth will not be here today. She got scheduled to work. So it might be a short staff session today, but that's okay. We've got 3 people that will be playing, so more than half the party. And I've got all sorts of things to keep us busy today. So, JP, do you want to tell us about the rodeo, man? I'm interested to hear how that went.
Oh man. Well, the first day she wound up taking third. So, second day she did her first run in 16:2, which was really good. And then on her second run of the day, Delilah, which is her horse, they didn't grade it right after the last run, so she slipped and she broke her wrist on the last run. So because Delilah twisted and rolled on top of Audrey, and so now she has a broke wrist.
And this is your daughter has a broken wrist now.
Yeah, so her and her mom are on their way to the orthopedic doctor to get a hard cast put on.
Well, man, I guess, you know, when you're doing any kind of equestrian sport like that, injuries can definitely happen.
Oh yeah, I've had so many broken bones getting thrown off when I'm breaking horses or stuff. I can't stand rodeos personally, but so I never was big in it. But my family was really big in it, so I was forced to go when I was a kid.
I gotcha.
It was just never my scene. People are rude and drunk, and I always wound up getting in a fight with somebody.
It sounds like adult league softball, if you guys have ever played that, where the goal is everyone is to have like fun, have a good time, and then eventually everyone gets maybe a little bit too drunk, and it's the fun stuff.
Yeah, man, it's just they're their own breed of people, I guess. I mean, a lot of those people, that's all they live for. I love living on a ranch, growing up on a ranch, working a ranch. You know, we talked about that's what I'm gonna try to do full time.
Absolutely.
And but you know, most of these people in their $500 Stetson cowboy hat and $900 Wrangler jeans and $1,000 boots never even set foot on a ranch.
Oof, that's
What they know about it is from the rodeo. So
right.
and I mean, like I said, my family helped. Like we're like one of the 3 founding families of this rodeo, and it's a big. I mean, it's in the National Rodeo Association, but yeah, it's not for me, man. It's just not my thing. But I'm gonna have to endure it as long as she wants to barrel race.
Right.
But luckily, my boys are like me. They're more about sports. So
Well, it's cool that you're willing to kind of let your daughter be into it, even though you're like, oh man, I hate this shit.
and then in 2 weeks we got to go with my oldest to move him into his dorm.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, he's be going to the athletic dorms in Oklahoma City. Down it's called UCO, which is a Division II college.
Nice. Well, that's cool.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah. So yeah, always busy here. So hopefully I have my boot off by then. So I'm not doing as much of the ranch work by myself in a boot.
right. That has to be tough.
Yeah.
Now, everybody, if we're good to go, I think it's just going to be us today, which is fine. We're going to get after it today. You guys are inside of a warehouse in the city of Gracklestad. You have fooled Gorklak, the Duergar guard, who tried to strong-arm you guys when you first came into the city, making a loose alliance with you all. But as you all have found out via writings found in the Whirlstone Tunnel, Gorklak is a traitor, hiring members of the Grey Ghosts to assassinate not just members of the city, his own friends Wurs, who, of course, was one of the Yes, Hylos. Sorry about that. Who is one of the guys that he hired to protect you guys, and who was one of his fences. So, you guys made a plan with Erd Blackskull. And if we forget what she looks like that. To capture or kill him and bring him back to her. That way we can slowly start to end the corruption that's taking hold of the city of Gracklestug. So, we can kind of pick up from where we left off last time, which was, if I scroll up in the chat, it looks like we ended on Ben's initiative, and Ben will be up, and Eclipse, I believe you're going to be running Vin tonight.
I'm gonna do my best. Okay, Ben is going to attack.
Okay,
Does that hit?
that's a 15. That will miss. And with your extra attack, a 16 will also miss. Bounces it off with his shield. Bonus action, Monk unarmed strike. 13 also misses.
That minion is tough.
Hey, Caleb, all I see is my token and a black screen, but I gotta take a call. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Ben is going to hold the line and keep them from escaping.
Okay, so standing in front of the door, making sure that nobody can get out. Perfect. Hey, Mirth will not be here today, so I will run Mirth. So let's see, Mirth is going to cast Dissonant Whispers at 2nd level. Terrible damage, but that's alright. And she's going to cast that on the guard that's sandwiched between Vin and Aeolus. And rolls a natural 20 on the wisdom save there, so clutch save for them, and takes half of 13 damage. So that's 6. Okay. And now we're going to Torvak, and I believe JP just had to take a phone call. So I think the first thing that Torvak would do is probably to ignite Dawn.
I thought Dawn was already ignited.
Oh, that's too much. I put it at 60 feet.
Flood the room.
It's definitely 30. In sunlight. And we'll run over. And I think Torvak would begin by pulling his rage trigger. And then making 2 attacks. First one will hit. And that first one will actually kill this Duragar. And he'll snort as the body gets knocked out of the way. And he'll step up. And I think that'll be it for him. And alright, team. Now it's the first time the enemies could go, because you guys hit him with that surprise round. Okay. So the Duragar Stone Guard. This will be an attack on Ven. That's a critical hit on Ven. So that's 10 piercing. Just the 10 piercing there. Don't mind the second ones. That's only if they're enlarged. This guard, Aelos, is going to move into a flanking position and is going to attack you with the King's Knife. A 22 at advantage. And Aelos, that would be 9 piercing.
Only 9 piercing, right?
Only 9 piercing. The 11 is if they've cast enlarge on themselves, which they haven't. And another knife attack, which will miss Mirth. Okay, let me just see exactly what this does. Okay. The Duergar Warlord, who is Wurs, gets the ability to multi-attack. And he will first call to attack. So 3 allied Duergar can use the reaction to make 1 weapon attack. From top to bottom, this is on Mirth. A 14 will miss. This one's on Ven. A 16 will miss. And this is on Aelos at advantage. 22 for 9. Okay. Now, he gets to make his attacks after doing his call to action. So this is 3 attacks on Torvak. 1. That's a miss. 2. That's a hit. For 4 bludgeoning and 8 psychic. And last one here with the psychic attuned Warhammer. A 17, which will miss. Eclipse.
Eclipse is going to cast Magic Missile at 3rd level. So that will be 5 uses.
And this is at 3rd
All-
level?
Yes.
Okay, yep, 5 uses. And let's see, that's 9, 11, 15, and by Holly, 19 damage. Who are you targeting?
The big bad.
Okay,
The one with the Psychic Warhammer.
absolutely. Blasts him in the chest. And anything else?
After that, 5, 10, 15, 20. Eclipse will move to here and use one use of the salve on Aeolus.
Okay. Using your bonus action. Okay, Aeolus heals for 7.
And that will be it.
Okay, Aeolus, I believe you are up next.
Hey, Caleb, I still can't see anything but just a black screen of my token.
Let me try this. Can you still just see a black screen?
Yep. Let me get all the way out and try to come back, see if that works.
How about now?
Nope, still just my token. Here, I'll get all the way out and try to come back on and see if that works.
Okay. I just dragged a new token onto the character sheet just in case. But as we're working on that, Aeolus, you got a couple options here.
but it's to swing new blade. I'm gonna swing it to the one that's behind.
That's a hit.
Another one.
That's a kill as you swing it at the guy behind you.
Okay. And then I'm gonna end with the end of the blade to the one that's in front of me.
That one will miss.
Well, I tried.
Hey, that was still a good round as you took one of them out.
Yes, and I'm getting used to the new weight of this new blade.
Okay.
And that's it.
Then, and Aelos, you're really quiet. Like, extra quiet. So if you could move closer to your mic or that way we could hear you a little bit better. But, Eclipse, you're running Vin.
Right. Sorry, forgot for a sec.
That's a hit.
Is it still up?
It is not. He is smashed under the weight of your battle axe.
If Ven moves here, will there be flanking against the big bad? I'm sorry, I forget his name.
Gorklak, there will indeed be flanking against him.
Okay.
Ooh, yeah, that's a gnarly hit there.
And how do I do the stunning strike?
You declare a stunning strike, and you just spin a key point, and he has to make a Constitution saving throw.
Let's do that.
Oh, he gets a 18. Sorry, I hit it twice there.
Where do I tell what the save is?
For him, it's 8 plus your proficiency bonus plus your wisdom modifier. Let's see if it shows up in his spells. It probably doesn't.
It looks like it's a 17.
Let's see. 8 plus 3 is 11 plus wisdom. So it'd be 15. But he
My
rolls an
bad.
18, so he's not stunned. I like to flavor stunning strikes as someone doing a judo chop right to the throat. And he's able to block it with his huge beard.
The unarmed strike.
That is a miss. He blocks it with his plate armor.
And I guess that will be it.
Okay. And I just turned off dynamic lighting on the page just in case that was causing the issue.
Yeah, I can see. When you did that, I can see now.
Okay. Mirth has a baddie right in front of her. And Mirth is going to hit that person with a level 2 sleep. Boo! That's a huge sleep spell right there. So the Duragar right in front of her, boop, just passes out. And Mirth will run right here behind Torvak and say, Torvak, you've got this. And give you a bardic inspiration.
Thank you.
Okay, both the Duragar stone guards are dead. Gorklak, go ahead.
I should go after Mirth, but I'm not on the initiative order.
Oh, that's probably because I tried to fix it by changing your your token out. Yeah, because you're at 13.14. Yeah, that was that weird where, like everyone rolled a 13.
I can't click on my token now either, Caleb.
Guys, I promise I know how to work Roll20. Hold on, there we go. Let me see what's going on. I think I might know what's going on. Edit. You can't click on it either?
No, it's just like, I mean, for this turn, I'm just gonna hit this guy. So, Gorklak, but
Hi, Daniel. Can you,
and he is.
Is your character sheet working? Or no?
Let me see. It appears to be okay. So, first swing at advantage because he's flanked with Dawn.
Mm-hmm. Let me, sorry, I had pulled all the way up. That's a hit for 21. And
Second strike. Okay.
Oh, I was going to say, that's enough damage on the first strike to put him out.
Okay. And then. Yeah.
And you can.
He's the only one, right?
This one is asleep, currently.
Do we want to take him back? Or should we just kill him?
Did the other guard told us to just kill him or deliver?
The other guard said we could either kill him or bring him back alive. He could give up information if he's alive, but he could also be insane from the demons.
I am afraid of him
Corrupting others.
corrupting others. Should we just take care of it?
That is up to you. He has caused suffering for others, so I do not feel a great need to spare his life.
Okay, I can't click on my token, Caleb, but Torvak will walk up to the one that's asleep and bash him once with Dawn.
Okay, yeah,
I don't know if that kills him.
I'm going to use your attack that you rolled second. 'Cause, an 18 will hit, and I'm going to say at advantage because they're prone, and that's, you only get Divine Fury once per turn, right?
Right. I didn't click it off on that one.
No problem.
So 9 damage. And if he's not dead, I'll come down with the fire hammer on the next strike. with
He's
him.
not dead. He wakes up like, what?
And then
Yeah,
with him prone.
at advantage, 26, and that will do it.
Yeah, just right down on his forehead with the flaming hammers.
And everyone goes, ooh, as a loud squelch happens as that Duragar is finished off.
Good job, guys. Before we report to the captain, maybe Gorklak or the others have papers or something on them. Can we
Yes, I think we should
loot them? Excuse me.
At the very least, maybe you, Aeolos, and maybe Vince should each take one of their king's knives.
Yeah, these king's knives, it's a knife in a normal person's hand, a short sword in these guys' hands. They are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 of them who have a adamantine dagger.
Oh, one for each of us.
So you can add an adamantine dagger to your character sheet.
Yeah, for sure. And you never know when that's going to be come in useful.
And depending on what you guys want to do, the stone guards each have a set of chainmail, and each has a shield. These are non-magical, special, not made of adamantine. And total among those guys, as you're checking them out, you find 120 GP. These are on the stone guards. On Gorklak himself, sorry, I'm grabbing his character sheet. There we go.
I can't find adamantine dagger in the compendium.
Oh, that's okay. Just write in dagger, and then you can type adamantine next to it. That way, when you pop it up, it says adamantine. This guy is wearing a suit of plate mail. That would be appropriate for someone who's dwarf size.
It's too bad we can't get you in that plate mail, Eodos.
I think I could only if I keep eating the tiny mushroom.
I definitely think take that plate mail back and sell it, though. It should be worth some money.
Yes, it could be helpful. And I think he has this grades himself, so any belong that he had should be used to get for a better good.
That's 24 gold apiece, guys.
So he has
From
the
what they
plate
had.
mail that's dwarf sized. He has the shield. And he also has a warhammer. Unfortunately enough, it's not magical. His psychic energy that was coming out of the hammer was coming from his brain. So he's got one warhammer. And on Gorklak, he's got 240 GP on him.
Wow. That's another 48 gold apiece.
Mm-hmm. So we can do some quick adding to the loots.
Yeah, I definitely think let's take that plate mail back and sell it. I don't know if anything else is worth anything, but the plate mail should be worth a pretty penny.
How much more gold is that each? Sorry.
That's another 48 gold apiece off what we get off Gorklak.
Okay.
And Torvak will start stripping the plate mail off of him
Okay,
to
yeah.
take back for sale.
That takes about 10 minutes to get it all off of him. It actually takes quite a while.
I'll help you with that.
Oh, thank you.
I've never seen plate armor so close, and I want to know how does it feel and how does it get to wear one. Just learning by undressing this Duragar.
So, after this happens, you guys collect the gold. You've finished off all the Duragar that were at least in line with a Gorklak. What does the party choose to do next?
We should
need
go
some kind of proof to bring back to the captain, probably. Is there like an empty barrel or crate we could put And then, so we're not
Maybe-
seeing just carrying a dead body.
Maybe we could shave Brett's beard. Oh my god, maybe we could shave him and bring Brett's beard. Oh my god, I'm sorry, I'm having trouble with this word. But I think you can understand what I'm saying. Shave him and bring what we shaved to as a proof.
That sound good to you, Torvek?
Yeah, anything you guys want to do sounds good to me.
Okay, so you guys are gonna shave off his beard hair and use the beard hair as the identifier. That just sounds funny to me for some reason. Okay, did you guys finish
Ooh.
the job? Yeah, look, we have his beard. Oh, no. I feel like that's how most beards, not beards, that's how most dwarves would react to that. Not his beard.
I had an idea.
Like in The Last Samurai, when they cut the hair of the youngest samurai, and it was like honor in hair. I thought the beard was like the honor.
Can we take all of their, like, guard passes, badges?
You all already had Stone Guard badges, but you can take theirs for
Yeah.
identification purposes.
Like anything that would identify him as a captain or anything.
Yep, he has a captain's badge, and these guys all have, deputies' badges, essentially.
Okay, yeah. Can we take his captain's badge back to her?
Absolutely.
And let's take the deputy's badge so nobody randomly can take those and cause chaos.
Sounds good.
Okay, so you guys take the badges off them, like ripping their like underclothes that held the what's it called, the badge to their chest, and if you guys want, you can head out from here.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah. Head back to talk to the other captain.
Okay. Torvak, for some reason, said that your token was Tridone. I don't even know what that means. Let
Me
fix
neither.
that. You are some type of robot. Let me get everyone into like a little hero 6-pack here. As Aeolus protects us with his polearm master aura. Copy. And I'll bring us back to the Grokkelstad map. Okay, so we are back in the city. You have successfully killed Gorklak, taken care of his lackeys, and the Captain Erd Blackskull told you guys you can meet her back at the Over Lake Hold once you have finished your mission.
Let's just head there then.
Yeah. Yeah, might as well go
Ooh.
back and get our reward.
We should also probably pick up along the way Eldith.
She is out in the tunnels.
Oh,
She's
right.
not in the city.
My bad.
Yep, Eldith is out in the tunnels watching over the red
The
dragon egg, as is Blue. Here I'm gonna put her outside, just right there and there. That way we can remember that. So yeah, as you guys are walking through the city, you're able to get back to the Overlake Hold. Nothing suspicious or dangerous happens to you guys along the way. As you make it back there, Captain Erd Blackskull is kind of waiting there for you guys, like, kind of almost impatiently waiting.
Captain, we completed the task you set for us. And yeah, walk toward her, start handing her the badges, including the captain's badge.
And she takes it in her hand and says, "So, it went well then. Tell me, what exactly happened in the mission?"
We used the drugs you gave us, and we'll hand her those back, and had him come to an abandoned warehouse, and he brought all of his trusted men, thinking there was a lot of narcotics for them to take and distribute, and we had an ambush waiting for them, and they are no more.
She nods her head and says, "You all have begun the exodus of corruption here within the city. I have much, appreciation for you all, and can only hope to pay you back with our agreed upon fee, and of course, with your continued safety within the city."
Thank you, Captain.
As she's, of course, armored you guys to the teeth last session. She'll look to you all and say, "So, what is your plans now?"
I don't think we're really sure yet, are we, guys?
There was another issue.
And Aeolus, you're still
Something with-
super quiet, so can you?
What about now?
That's much better.
Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, I changed mics and I'm trying new configuration. So what I was saying is that we are maybe there is something else we have to do. I know that while we were in the tunnels, some of you heard some things, and I don't know. We should take care of that.
Oh. Yes, Captain, we do have a few things to take care of. And then hopefully we could get back with you, and unless you have a mission that isn't as time sensitive, we do have a few things to do.
She says to you guys, "Well, you helped the city taking care of that rogue stone giant after he went crazy. Didn't the stone speaker say that he would like to speak to you all?"
Yes, I believe they wanted to speak with us at some point.
Well, that could be something you guys could spend your time doing, as I'm not going to lie to you. The next part of my plan is going to be incredibly dangerous. So I need to marshal as many forces as I can and make sure that the forces I can trust. So please take care of all of the things you have to do in the city first. And once you have finished all remaining strings, I will ask you to take part in this final mission.
Thank you, Captain. We will definitely check back in after we finish doing our things. Thank you very much.
No problem at all. And let me know if you need anything. But I would go speak to these stone giants. They're a good bunch.
Yes, it sounds like a good idea. And like start walking toward the door. Kind of bow and back up.
Perfect.
Aeolus, do you want to go check on your after we get out of earshot? Aeolus, do you want to go check on your egg? And Blue.
Yes. After this, what are we going to do? Going to speak with the stone giants, right?
Yeah, we can go speak with them. I knew you were hoping to go check on the egg. How many days do we have left before it hatches, Aeolus?
I told you 2 days, but it's actually around 4 days.
Okay. So we do have 4 days to spare. So, would you like to go check in and then go speak with these stone giants?
I actually think that going to check on the egg would make us lose some time. So let's try to get things done here.
Okay. No, to the stone giants. Then I would like to stop by that place where we can sell armor and sell that plate mail.
Okay. So as you guys are coming by, you want to sell some of the stuff?
Yes.
Okay. For like normal mundane items, it's just half the value from the player's handbook.
Okay. Let me see what plate mail costs.
I believe it's 1,500, so it'd be 750 to sell.
That's our 150 apiece, guys.
Yeah, guys, you can just go ahead and add 150 gold to everyone's character sheet. I will do that for Mirth. If you want to take care of that for Ben.
Okay.
Yeah, and just make our way to where the stone giants told us to meet them.
Yeah, they would want to meet you guys at Cairngorm Cavern, which is down here.
Okay.
Okay. Approaching the cavern, you see that a long tunnel basically shoves itself in to the South Furrow district here in Gracklestock. And as you begin walking through, you can see that there are stone giants here that are standing guard. However, you can see that they would probably normally stop people from walking in, but they allow you to pass. As you continue to walk, the tunnel goes on and on and on, until finally you come to an open cavern. And inside the cavern, you see a stone giant sitting in a meditative sit. He looks up to you, and he's basically sitting in a circle with some other giants. And he says, "Welcome."
Bow and thank you for seeing us. Is this the one we talked to before, Caleb?
Yes. You see him sitting there, but you see a different stone giant, who you guys can kind of recognize that this guy must be the stone speaker, the leader.
It is an honor to meet you, Stone Speaker.
The honor is mine. You saved my kinsman, Rehud, from his death. We have seen that his second head has disappeared, and this madness that filled his heart has slowly gone away.
I'm happy to hear that the corruption has left him. We hope we have taken care of any further corruptions to your people. It appears that the Darrow of the city were corrupting your kin. The Grey Ghost, to be exact. But they have been stopped.
He nods his head and he says, "Yes. Something evil stirs in this Underdark. The rock itself cries out in pain and horror, and a madness creeps from its blackest depths. Pay heed to the signs surrounding you. A cave with two faces, rock devoured and the land overgrown. The pebble believes itself flesh. The earth rejects its wards, and the tunnels shake in fury. By these portents you shall know of evil's presence and of evil's face. This is what the stones tell me." Let me copy and paste that warning. Yeah, and Vin just runs up and starts karateing this stone giant. No. "As I have said, you have done us a great kindness, as most others would have killed Rehud and ensured that he could not be healed.
We were glad to help your kin. We could tell that he was not himself. We are very glad that the corruption has ended. Have you seen any other signs of demonic infestation here, or what demon lords are in this city?"
He looks conflicted and says, "Even though I spend most of my time in meditation, I have rarely left this chamber, so my experience has been quite limited. I can see that most of you are from what we call the Dreamlands, the surface. I wish that I had a path to tell you on how to travel there, to get back to your homes. I can only say this. Your experience in the tunnels, traveling the Underdark, is perhaps the only way that we will fully know what is happening. So allow me to give you something to help you." And he draws from in front of him a polished crystal the length of a human forearm. And he's going to offer the crystal to the party as a token of gratitude. He is going to offer you all this crystal. Let me pop up the handout. It is the Stone Speaker Crystal. This crystal requires attunement. It grants you advantage on investigation checks while it's on your person. It has 10 charges. You can use an action to expend the charges to cast the following spells: Speak with animals for 2 charges, Speak with dead with 4 charges, or Speak with plants for 3. When you cast a divination spell of any level, you can use the crystal in place of material components at a cost of one charge per level. The crystal regains 1d6 plus 4, charges daily at dawn, and if you expend the last charge, roll a d20. On a 1, the crystal breaks.
Like, Eclipse, this looks like something more you could use. Something of spell casting.
I could use it. If that is okay with everyone, I will take it with me then.
That seems great to me.
I also think it's a good idea for you to have this.
And I'm sure Vin would. They'd give you a few more spells, and it's always good to be able to speak with the animals and plants. And I have heard that speaking with fallen foes can be useful at times as well.
He will say, now this crystal I give you is not of, I should say, it is in gratitude, but it does have a mission linked to it. As you can see, the crystal resonates strongly with the magical schools of conjuration and divination. It is linked to the mysterious library of Graven Hollow. I ask you to visit there and use the crystal, and I think you will be able to find the answers you are looking for.
Do you know where this library is? Great, Stone Speaker. A direction for us to start and how far away it is.
He looks at you sheepishly and says, unfortunately, I am unaware of its presence, as it's said that the library can change its position at will. So it is up to you to find it.
And it may be a dumb question, but is it in this city or just in the Underdark in general?
It is in the Underdark, not in the city of Grapplestock.
How do you spell the library's name?
Oh, I posted it in the chat. Graven Hollow.
Graven Hollow. Well, thank you, Stone Speaker. We will try to find this library.
He nods his head and says, if you ever need the help of the stone giants, please, do not be afraid to ask.
We may, Stone Speaker. Unfortunately, the demonic incursion has not ended, merely slowed. It appears that a succubus is influencing the king. We may need help if it comes time to take her out to get the city back to what it was.
He nods his head and he says, I was unaware of any succubus in our midst.
We feel that if the king continues to be under the influence, the entire city may fall. So, when the time comes, we may come for your help in removing her from the king's side.
He says, I would be honored to help if me and my brothers can do so. And as he says so, you see basically a somber light fill the chamber, and you guys kind of feel like, okay, we can take our leave here.
Yeah, just kind of bow and back out slowly. Well, I do think that when we do remove this succubus, we have found powerful allies. A few stone giants will help us get through if we have to. If it comes to that.
Yes, that would be really helpful for us and for our goals. But how should we do this?
We currently don't have anything else to do with the city. Do we want to just go wait with the egg?
I think
mean-
it's still 3 days to go because it was maybe 4 days. I lost track of time. But what we wait these days that will still till the egg hatches and then we come back and deal with the thing that we have to deal here, or should we deal with that first and then run back to the egg?
Personally, Aeolus, it's whichever you believe is best for you and the egg. I think it's going to take it sounded like it was going to take the captain a few days to gather men that she could trust. But we could talk to her again if you would rather before going out there.
Yes, let's talk to her again. Let's make sure how much time we have left, and then if it's if it's 4 or more days, then we go back to the egg, or at least I go back. It doesn't have to be all of us. I just need to be with the egg when it hatches.
Okay. Eclipse, is there anything else you need to do in the city before we go talk to the captain?
Not that I can recall.
I guess we will go back and speak to the captain again. Caleb?
Okay, as you guys begin moving through the city to go back to the Overlake Hold, you guys feel that over-present shadow flying over the city as, Thimberchod is making his rounds. You see that red dragon with his scaly belly, and of course, and Aeolus, I believe you're able to tell this quite easily, that he's quite fat. Probably the fattest dragon you think you've ever seen.
Think dragon.
So casting a wide shadow over the city, definitely.
He might be mooning us,
Like,
and we don't know.
Like, look how thick that dude's neck is. That's a fat dragon.
Yes.
I don't think I'll ever get used to just being in a city where red dragon flies over constantly and everybody's
Yeah.
okay with it.
It's kind of unnerving.
Definitely is.
You get used to it after like your first year being down in here.
Well,
Okay.
let's talk with the captain.
So you guys make your way back to the Overlake Hold, and you see that the captain is waiting for you all to welcome you back inside.
Hello, Captain. We have returned.
And she's sitting there, and you can see that there's like a kind of a look of like extreme, I want to say, just unease on her face. She says, the next part of my plan. We've taken out Gorklak, who I believe is to be the leader of the corrupt guards, but how are we going to take out this succubus? How do we get close to the Deep King in order to take her out?
Do you ever get to have an audience with the king?
Well, yes, we could attempt to create an audience, and with the heroes such as yourself, having done quite a bit for the city now, perhaps the king would agree to a meeting.
The giants also said that they could help us. Maybe we could arrange a meeting. And you and the giant could speak on our behalf and say, well, that we just want to say hello to the king because we did some good things here. I don't know. I'm not good with words. I'm sorry.
And yes, the giants are willing to help us. If it comes to that, with an audience, have you noticed that when you have met with the king recently, is she always with?
Always by his side.
Could we get some of your guards in there as well, so it could just be, so that it could just, if we can get the succubus, just us against her, I'm sure we can relieve the king of this burden. But if we are fighting several other guards, we may have problems as well.
Erd will say, well, let me describe the hold. The hold is protected by 200 Duergar stone guards. 50 stand at attention in perfect rows before the palace, ready to attack anyone who approaches the gates unescorted. Another 50 watch from the turrets and battlements. There is 100 guards within the city. Within that 100 comprises the Deep King's honor guard.
So at the least, we would be facing his honor guard.
Mm-hmm. Now, if we would to make our way into the throne room, there's another issue. The Deep King, upon his throne, is invincible because of a spell. She looks to Eclipse and says, are you familiar with the spell Wall of Force?
Yes, I am. That's gonna be an issue.
Do you have a way to dispel magic, Eclipse?
One sec, let me check my sheet. I do not.
She says it's no matter about dispelling, as the Wall of Force is a spell that is unaffected by the spell Dispel Magic. Unfortunately enough.
Wait, how big is this spell around the throne? Like, can the succubus stand behind it as well?
It's a, if you can imagine, it's a domed sphere with a radius of up to 10 feet. So anything within 10 feet of the king is impenetrable. So it all depends on if this succubus is inside the Wall of Force or not.
It's not necessarily impenetrable. I could Misty Step inside of it. I would be vulnerable for a moment, but if we could get a surprise on them, I could then quickly react.
She looks at you and kind of like nods her head like, I hadn't thought of that. She says, I am unable to teleport, so I didn't even think about that.
There is also the thing that I could do some things that they are abilities I can do. I could just like intimidate her and try to make her drop the disguise, holding it, the succubus. If it's something that requires her concentrating on that. I also could just make her fear me and run away, and I get closer to her. While I get closer to her, she has to leave at least, I think, 30 feet. So she will have to leave her side by the king. And there is also one last thing I could do, that is just command her to step out of the wall of force, so she will be hurt, I guess, in that way, and we could hurt her back.
She looks at you and nods her head and says, "That's amazing. I didn't know you had such prowess."
If I could, I do not know if it will break his, her hold on him, but Dawn has a way to restore certain things, possibly breaking her grip. Dawn, is this something you could do?
I can attempt it. I have the ability to restore people, so it's unknown on whether or not it can work, but I will do my best.
Caleb, I have a question.
Yes,
Sorry
sir.
that I got the last time the necklace of prayer beads. I got it with all 6 beads, and
Correct.
were all different. They were one of each.
I believe how it works is that they're all different, but let me check real quick.
Yes, because the first and only time I got it, it had twice the one that cure wounds, and I guess it had the windwalk one. I don't remember, but I remember that it had twice the one that cured wounds.
Mm-hmm. So, it has 6 beads. One of the beads is a bless. Here, let's do this. I'll write it down. There's a bless bead. There's a cure wounds bead at 2nd level. There's a greater restoration.
And do you only get one use of each bead?
Per day.
Oh, per day. The greater restoration you have may be a better effect on that king. It may break her hold on him. We can try with Dawn. She has a lesser restoration.
Yeah. It could also.
And I'm just writing those down right now into the chat. That way you can put them into your notes.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, and the final bead lets you do wind walk.
Yes,
Okay.
Eclipse. If you ever resist fire and it succeed on the saving throw, it's a quarter damage.
Yep, that's exactly right.
Well, worst case scenario, I appear behind the shield, and I let rip the hopefully juiciest fireball I ever have.
No,
Oh
no,
God.
no. One thing I don't know about succubus, but I know a lot of demons are resistant, or some even immune to fire.
Well, you just had to go and rain on that crazy idea.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like you being stuck in there with her alone. If I could get close enough to her, I could grab her and try to hold her while Aeolos and Vin beat the crap out of her.
Yes, that could also work. And my smites are bigger when I hit something evil on fiendish stuff like that. And so be a big smite if I manage to get one to her.
I believe if we can get her out of this wall, it shouldn't take us long to take care of her. And
The thing we need is to be sure that when we do this, King doesn't send his guards to just obliterate us.
yes. Captain, how many of your guards can come with us into the throne room to help us keep them out?
Well, here's what I'm thinking. I think if we are to do this, I will have to try to occupy most of the guards inside. I have a strong force, not quite 100 men, but enough that we can keep them busy as you all do your business.
Wait, I have a crazy idea that popped into my head. Can the stone giants shape stone?
They do not have the spell Shape Stone, if that's what you're asking. Or Stone
Because
Shape.
I was thinking they could always make a little tunnel that goes under the dome.
Yeah, if they had that spell, they could definitely use it. Unfortunately.
The stone giants, Captain, as well could help you keep everyone else busy.
That's
If
absolutely
needed.
correct. They are powerful allies, and with my men, myself, and the stone giants, we could give you guys time in order to have a audience with the king, and perhaps it won't go to absolute shit. Maybe you can convince him.
Yeah, Aeolus, I definitely think the thing to do would is for us to try our different restorations on the king, because if we can get him to turn from her, then it's just us versus her.
Yes, it's true. Maybe we could get closer to the, because I need to touch the king to restore him. Maybe we could get closer and like try to shake his hand or something like that. And while I do this, I'll cast a greater restoration with the necklace.
That's
And it's a bonus. It's really fast. I can do it really fast with the necklace.
that is the best idea I've heard, Aeolus. I think that way, Captain, if you could just get us an audience with the king, even to say you wanted to present us in recognition for all we've done, and our wish was to shake the hand of the king. If that's something you have the power to do, and we cure him immediately, then there's no reason for any Duergar lives to be lost. That's what we're wanting to avoid.
She
Worst comes-
looks to you and says, "It's going to be a very hard sell. The king, I don't know if I can get him out from behind that wall of force, unfortunately enough. But I can attempt it. It will be nearly
There's-
impossible persuasion to do so. That I can.
There is another. You remember that I told you that I could just command the succubus to leave the Wall of Force? I could
Mhm.
do the same with the king, but I'd rather not. It scares me a little bit just to command a king to do something.
Captain, do you feel the only way is to fight our way in?
No, we should be able to get inside easily enough. Fighting our way through will be very hard. So we'll have to. Hi, Cindy! So it'll be, once we get in, it'll be a little bit of trickery. And hopefully, fighting will be the last resort.
Yes, that's what. Like I said, we want to keep the Duergar lives lost to an absolute minimum.
I do have a crazy idea. If I could persuade the king to let me attempt to cast a prayer ceremony over him, that requires him to come close, or to let me in. You could then rush in and cast Greater Restoration. After all, we did hear that there are demonic forces working against him.
That's a great idea.
Yes, we'll also do that.
Well, unfortunately enough, we'll probably have to just try and see what happens.
Has he become more inclusive since she's been here?
Much more so. The king was willing, to come out from this wall of force beforehand. Now, I don't know if we'll be able to convince him to do so.
Well, there is only one way we could know if we are going to be successful or not in our enterprise. It's just trying. But I would like to know if we got a escape plan in case things go wrong.
Well, the
Flips,
plan
you
is-
said you could teleport. Could you teleport anyone else out of there with you?
Alas, Misty Step only works for the caster.
Oh god. Well, you could just teleport out, or Misty step out and then keep running. Vin could run all the way as she can, but that leaves us
If we
Torvek.
if it comes to that, Aeolus, stay close to me and Dawn. The dwarves have a harder time hitting us in the sunlight.
What,
So
does the light of dawn also affect the ability to save when we cast a spell on a Duergar?
I don't know. Does sunlight sensitivity affect their saves, Caleb?
I do not believe so. It just gives them
Oh, it-
disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks.
So like grappling him would be easier.
Absolutely.
But
I thought it could help us because command is a wisdom saving throw, and I don't know how wise is a king, but most kings try to be wise. So yes, that's what is.
yes,
But
if we do have to escape, I think we run together and stay close to Dawn.
Right.
Captain, how long before you're ready to take us to the king?
She says, just give me your... Just tell me when you're ready, and I will begin the preparations. We
Maybe
will marshal the forces and start this awful business.
Do you want to do it in the
how-
morning?
That sounds...
how are we doing with healing potion?
I have one left. I think we could go stock up today.
Yes, in case we get separated and I cannot reach any of us to heal.
Yes, luckily we got a little gold today, and I do think that if we sleep tonight, Eclipse and Mirth will get their spells back. And tomorrow we go. But yeah, we could go by the bazaar and get some healing potions.
The captain will look to you and say, that sounds like a good plan. Stock up. Get your minds right. Because tomorrow we might just be toppling a kingdom.
Heavy sweating.
Let's hope we
I want. Before going to sleep, I want to get to a blacksmith, but not any kind of a blacksmith. One that makes jewelry,
Okay.
and I want to order a pair of bracers with some dragons design, and I want to make them maybe in silver. I don't have platinum on myself, but I want to make them silverish, so I could wear one, and baby dragon when he's born wears one. It's going to be a birthday gift.
That's cool. Absolutely, you can get a pair of like silver bracers to wear as jewelry. And how
that?
expensive do you want to go on these?
I have 213 gold pieces. I don't know. After buying the healing potions, I don't know how much will be left. I don't want to overexpend.
I think they could set you up with a really good pair of these bracers, as you are talking about. And it would take them about 24 hours to make them. If you want to spend about 50 GP, they can make you
Sure.
a really good set.
Yes, that's what I want. Then.
Caleb, I'll buy the healing potions.
Absolutely. So healing potions, you definitely want those.
Are they still 50 gold apiece?
50 GP. Absolutely.
All right.
I will
So,
give Thorback 100, so he could buy 2.
Oh, yes, 2 more. And
Eclipse,
hand them back.
are you gonna buy yourself some healing potions as well?
Eclipse is going to buy 4 healing potions.
Okay.
Eclipse will keep 2 of them and give 2 to Vin.
Okay. Excellent.
The one other thing I want to buy, Caleb, is a climber's kit.
Absolutely. That's easy enough to buy.
And that way, if we have to, we can go out a window if we have to, guys.
Yeah, you guys can just scale the side of the castle.
Yeah, if we have to make an escape, we can just go out the side.
Okay, cool. Any other things you guys want to buy? Any other preparations? Anything like that?
I think that's all Torvag needs.
Yes, I think that
Bye, Cindy.
maybe some healing, some good rest, and then let's go kick some Succubus ass.
Yeah. Long rest and head back and ready to go free this kingdom.
Absolutely. Okay, guys. Well, real quick, if you guys want to take your long rest, we can do so. But give me about 2 minutes, as I need to go take a quick bio break. I will be right back.
Okay. Time to go fight a succubus, I guess, huh?
Yes. I thought this city was going to be a lot worse on us, but it's not been so bad.
No, and we've gotten some good gear here. We've finally really been able to gear up here, which is
And
nice.
we are growing as heroes, getting
Mhm.
some reputation.
Hey, Alos, do you want my... I will never use it, but it'd be something else for you to throw that's magical. Would you like that second adamantine dagger?
Oh, sure. I
'Cause
also was thinking of just throwing the dagger because getting up close, it's nice that when it hits, it's critical. But I don't know.
Well, I thought, because
Also-
we have faced so many things that either destroy non-magical weapons or resistant to magic, and I have that javelin of lightning now, and so I will never throw the dagger, but I thought maybe for you, for distance, that'd be good. So if you want it, I'll take it off, because I'll probably never use it.
Well, I could use two, maybe one to throw, and if someone gets closer to me, I could just shank him, and since it's a critical, I could drop a smite on that.
Yeah, take it. I'll take it off my list, and you take it.
Thank you.
That crystal staff you got, Eclipse, that's really cool.
Yes, that is very nice.
I love that speak with dead spell.
It would be nice, assuming we find need for it. I just hope that we do not kill anyone that we need to learn information from.
Right.
That's generally a good plan. Try not to kill the people that might have the info. Okay, I need to long rest Mirth. Okay, during the night, as you all are sleeping, I imagine you head back to the Golbjorn's lair to grab a long rest.
Not another nightmare.
Yes. That's exactly what happens. While you guys are sleeping, this one, well, as before, they are usually a little bit more metaphorical or maybe have a little less direct imagery. You see the Duragar king being slowly constricted by a giant snake. The snake has black-colored scales and red eyes. And as the snake continues to constrict the king, you see that he is not covered with a face of pain or a face of horror. He instead has a face of pure ecstasy as the snake constricts him. And as you can see, the snake close his jaws on the king. He cries out for the snake not to stop. And that is when you all wake up.
Gross.
The king's probably long gone, and I don't think Torvak had the dream.
Yeah, Torvak gets to dream about battling devils.
Ah, great dream.
Yeah, on the field of battle with
With Dawn, with an angel.
Dawn. Nothing so obtuse as this snake sex dream that the king's having. So in the morning, what do you guys do? Bye.
Do we want to go see the captain?
It might be beneficial to have some of us go to the captain and the other go get the stone giants ready.
Car?
Yes, I think it's a good idea.
And Aeolus, you're real quiet.
How about now? I'm just. How about now? It sounds better.
You're good.
Yeah,
you're
that's
good.
much
Aeolus.
better.
Okay. I'm sorry, guys. Next week
Oh,
I'm
you're
gonna
good.
have. I think next week I'm gonna be able to change my microphone again because the ones I've thought has just failed me. So let's see what happens next week.
Hey, absolutely okay. I'm just glad now that we can hear you. Okay.
Right.
So half the party goes to the stone giants, and you're saying, "Hey, we're collecting on what you promised us."
Yeah, we're liberating this city from a fiend, or it falls completely. We could use your help.
And they, having swore basically an oath to you all to help in these times of need, agree, and they will travel with you. Once you have the stone giants recruited, then I imagine you're heading to the Overlake Hold to speak to Captain Erd Blackskull.
Yeah. Captain, we're rallying the giants and we are ready to go.
She sits there, and you see that she has her forces with her. She's ready to do the march upon the deep hold. And she says, "Let me just make sure that we have our information correct here. So, we will head to the deep hold. We will try diplomacy first with the Deep King. Show him that this woman is actually a fiend, a succubus. If that fails, then, unfortunately, I and my forces, the giants, will hold off the walls and walls of forces as best as possible. You will have to kill the succubus and perhaps the king himself. Are you all prepared to do so?
We are definitely prepared to cleanse this city of the demons.
Maybe fate is what brought us here to help you deal with this infection.
She nods sagely and she says, well, my forces will be able to tangle with the warriors outside. The warriors inside the throne room will be up to you.
We will do what we must to help you.
The honor guard itself is made up of 10 warriors, as strong as Gorklak. So I'm hoping that it won't come to a battle. Bye, Daniel. But
As do we.
the throne room itself, it's quite beautiful. It was carved out of silver, almost like an underwater scene in the deep lake. If you could think of a silver coral, that's exactly what it is like.
Sounds beautiful.
Yes.
I wanted to ask you something. Do you think the guards of the king's guards are maybe easily frightened, or because I think I had something I could use in case they try to reach us. I could just frighten all of them.
She looks at you and she says, they are all hardened warriors, but anything is possible. Try it. It may work.
If times comes to that, I'll try that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let us made our preparations what we can. Let's go and hope for the best, Captain.
Perfect. Okay, guys. Well, this is cool. So, you guys begin your march towards the Deep Heat King's Hold. It doesn't take you long to get there, as you guys are kind of clearing the way, as you have a massive amount of soldiers behind you and the stone giants. As you approach, you see lava pours down troughs cut into the black basalt walls of this vast hall. The heat is oppressive, and the air reeks of sulfur. Thick black columns support the heavy ceiling, and at the far end of the hall stands an iron throne, atop a polished silver dais. A crowned Duragar encased in plate armor sits on the throne. Next to him stands a royal consort wearing a gown made of gold coins. Erd Blackskull and the stone speaker Hagram stand in front of you and say, "Deep King, these are the heroes of Bracklestog that we have told you about." They saved us from the Grey Ghosts and have brought honor upon not just the city, but the Deep King. They have come for an audience with you. And as they say so, the Deep King kind of waves his hand, and you all can approach up to a point the throne. And give me just one moment as I pop out the Deep King's handout, because there is Deep King art here.
Are all 10 honor guard in the room with him?
There is. And, you know, so far, it seems like it's normal, but maybe a little bit out of the ordinary that, this is the Deep King, everyone.
That's a nice beard.
Yeah, he's got a frickin' huge beard. As you can see, it goes way far down. And he
Oh,
says,
can I roll my D100 to see if I get my beard?
absolutely. We forgot to do
Oh,
that.
yeah.
97?
97.
Is that a beard roll or non-beard roll?
That's a beard roll. I got my beard.
Awesome.
My king, we have vanquished the Grey Ghosts from their lair where they intended to corrupt and defile your grand city and the stone giants. However, we fear they are working with more. They were making deals with demons. If you would, please allow my friend here to cast a spell to try and help protect you from any forces that would cause you ill.
The Deep King says, "And what spell will that be?"
It would be a blessing channeled through myself from my deity that just protects everyone and all of us. All life matters. And I know you care for your people, because what it is a king without his people? I cannot speak the name of this spell because I'm not allowed. I just can show you this spell. And I just extend my hand, just hoping for him, and lower my head, kind of taking a knee, just hoping for him to touch my hand.
Make a persuasion check.
Let's see.
Does he get advantage from me helping set up the thing?
Yes.
Okay, let's see. Persuasion, let's go.
Woo!
I,
The Deep
I
King
think I
approaches you, and he extends his hand out of this glowing bubble, and his hand reaches
Okay.
towards you. He says,
As
"Cast your
soon-
spell."
I will just grab his hand from underneath with my right hand, and with the left hand I just put it on top, and when I do this I say, "You are blessed," and cast greater restoration on him
And you see
with the necklace.
like his eyes begin to shine bright, and the woman that was standing nearby, she was like fanning herself, not thinking much about what is happening, and she looks and she says, my king, what is happening?" This is the woman, and he looks back to her because the effects are instantaneously, I believe.
Yes.
And he looks and he says, my head, it feels.
Clear, right?
Yes. It feels.
I will look.
Go ahead.
I will look at the woman and close my eyes, and when I open them again, I want to use this divine sense, just to make sure.
Your divine sense detects the presence of a fiend.
That's all I wanted to do for now.
The Deep King will say, I just feel better. Beforehand, I felt that I could only be happy if I was imbibing the fiery ale produced at the Dark Hold Lake. But now, I feel like that has left me.
My king, your consort here has been deceiving you and influencing your mind. She is not what she seems. We have come here to free you from her influence. She is in fact a succubus.
He looks back and he says, a succubus.
She wants to rob you of your senses and take the
Well,
kingdom for
Torvald-
herself.
While Torvak is doing this, I guess the succubus is distracted, or I don't know. I want to really, really fast look at her and say, reveal your true self. Well, I don't know if I could. Wait, give me a second.
No problem.
I got so hyped.
Understandable.
Keep going. I'll go right in a moment. Sorry.
Okay. She looks and she says, I never! I am no succubus. You know that, my king. I have been nothing but the most promising escort you've ever had. I am Shal.
Okay.
Duragar
While she's
beauty.
saying that, I will point at her and say, "On disguise," and cast command on her.
Okay. She looks at you and she's got to make a wisdom saving throw.
Yes. She's gotta make a wisdom saving throw. I don't know. Command did not send.
I think it's wisdom. And what is your spell save DC?
Oh well. Yes. There it is. It's my safe DC. It's 16. It's 14. It's my safe DC.
She rolls a 17. She
Oh
looks at
god,
you
no.
and laughs and says, I don't know what you expect me to do. I am
And
a normal Duragar woman. And she looks back at you and she says, why don't you just take it easy there, Mr. Drow? And Elos,
What's the
can you make a
wisdom?
wisdom saving throw?
I say no. You take it easy.
yeah,
And I'm gonna cast command again on her.
Yeah, why this is
think I can
happening
do
is
it.
because the components
Yeah.
of this are just them talking to one another. So you're gonna do another command?
Yes. Let's see if this one works.
It does. She looks at you and she and her shape begins to change. And instead of looking like the Duragar woman, she looks like I don't know if you guys
Hot
can see this
succubus.
token. Oh, let me move you guys. Give me one moment. Let me put you guys onto the throne map.
That was us yelling at each other.
Yeah, it was just yelling and shouting and all sorts of
It was
magic.
in my mind. It played a little bit like when Bugs Bunny and Daffy Duck are talking. Duck season, bunny season, duck season.
Absolutely.
Rabbit season.
Yes, right.
When yeah, her troop is she out of the dome or is she in the dome?
This will make a lot more sense once I get you guys dragged onto the map. And let me get, yes, there we go.
And we're up by the throne, correct, Caleb?
This is a, yeah, you guys would be a lot closer. Because the Deep King came down and allowed, Aeolus to touch him.
My king, is there any way for us to get to her in there? Let us take care of this for you.
And this is what she looks like. And as she changes form, she looks and all of the Duergar look to her and look to the king, and they say, "King, what does this mean?" And the king will say, I have been being charmed and bamboozled. This evil woman has been poisoning my mind." And as he says so, the succubus looks and says, "Grazd, my lord, help me, please. Help me. They've discovered what has happened. I need your help." The party hears something terrible. You hear what sounds like dribbling acid. As a blade is dragged along the ground. Appearing from the entrance, you see a 9-foot-tall, black-skinned humanoid. Behind him, he drags a long, wave-like blade. His legs bent backwards in gopher-like hooves. And he says, "Why did I send a puppet when I should have been here to do the job?" And as the demon prince Graz appears, that's where we will end the session for today.
God. I just spent 2 spell slots.
You still got some, though, don't you, my friend?
Yes, I still got some juice.
And Dawn does double damage to fiends, so
Let's get ready to rumble.
and isn't the captain and the stone giant with us as well?
Yes, so let me grab them real quick. Let me put him here. I like how your guys are like, "Yeah, we got this."
We don't need no planning. We just need to reveal this woman.
Absolutely.
How
When
things
have we ever planned something that has gone to plan?
Well, I've been
Tell the
playing
king.
D&D since the
You need
first time I started playing D&D. I've made plans and they never work. So
Oh no, they never work out. I need to tell the king, you must summon all your gods.
Like, we need all 200 dudes in here right now.
I believe
All
he's
hands
above
on
level
deck.
6.
Oh, the demon prince of, as Alos pointed out, BDSM? No, he's definitely CR6. So, what did we think of today's session here, guys? I know we got a lot of RP in. You guys kind of set the stage up very well.
Oh yeah, we
I-
set it up perfect for a TPK next game.
Hey, and just because he's appeared and he's like looking like he's ready to kick some ass and take some names, doesn't mean you guys have to stay and fight, right?
Who are we if we don't fight?
Right?
It's what defines us. Defines.
Look how small our Duragar captain looks compared to Grazd. I'm so excited. So guys, this is like the first reveal since we had Zugdamoy of the actual Demon Prince in the flesh. It's pretty cool.
I would prefer to be dealing with Graz though than the Demogorgon, so I'm not all that sad.
So next time we'll kind of see exactly what happens here, because he's got all sorts of craziness about him that he can do, which is kind of cool.
Oh, well, Eclipse, your self-inflicted fireball. I think it would be helpful now.
Yeah, fireball away.
Yeah. I'm not sure if he's gonna take the full damage from a fireball, but I can always try.
Let's see here. Does Grazd care about fireballs? He might care about them. He might be like, ooh, that's a fireball. But I'm excited.
Does
This
he
is gonna be
say-
fun. This is like the first time that I've been able to do a Demon Prince in combat, because previously, everyone wants to run away from the Demon Prince, which I completely understand. Now, do we have any questions, comments, concerns before next time? I wanted to end it here because obviously this is going to be kind of a crazy combat.
It's gonna take a while.
Yeah. We want everybody here to experience their own deaths.
Absolutely.
If you could properly add the adamantine daggers, I don't know why, but it's not working with my browser, so I just typed in the inventory what we had so it could get fixed later for me and Vin.
Sure.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, no problem. And really all it is just adding one
When it
beam.
hits, it's critical.
Yep, that's perfect for adamantine dagger.
Hey guys, good thing we have healing potions.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Although I am kind of upset I didn't get to reveal my surprise just yet.
Hey,
Well-
you can do it next time. What's your surprise? Or do you want to save it?
I want to save it for a situation where it's useful.
There you go.
Because
Let me
I
s-
got some roleplay built up around doing
I was
the spell.
I was just thinking on dropping every resource I had on the succubus. Like, if command didn't work, I was going to use the channel divinity. If that didn't work, I was gonna keep dropping a spell slot on that. Good thing it worked on the second time.
Right. Her wisdom saves are actually pretty bad. And unlike most demonic and devilish creatures, she does not have magic resistance.
Which is strange. Succubus, you would think they would.
But yeah, no magic resistance, which is good for you guys, bad for her. But hey, go ahead.
I was gonna say, I definitely did not expect like Grots to pop up. Like, I expected she was gonna be like, "Oh, the gig is plane shift or etherealness."
Yes, I was thinking something like that. And when she started speaking, I was going to say, well, I'm gonna use that dragon's word. So Conjun Worthy. So she gets scared and falls prone, and then we just kick her on the floor. But
See if you can use Dragon's Roar on Graz. I want to see the Demon Prince run away.
Maybe that's